So in this video today, I'm going to be talking about how do we derive isoprofit curves and their equations and graph. So I'm going to do it with two ways, which is first I'm going to do it without fixed cost, and the other I'm going to do with fixed cost. So the equation for profit that we're going to be using for the first method is profit is equals to total revenue minus variable cost. So our total revenue, as we all know, is equals to price into quantity, and our variable cost is cost of labor, which is wage into labor employed. So now I'm just going to quickly define what means what. So price, P is equals to price, Q is equals to our quantity, W is equals to wage, and L for labor. And it is important to note that both price and wages are going to be in currency terms, in our case dollars. So now we're going to be solving for Q, which is going to give us our isoprofit equation. So we're going to write it in terms of Q, right? So we're going to take PQ on the other side of equation, and we're going to equate it, which is PQ is equals to profit plus wage into labor. So solving for Q, we're going to end up with this equation, as you can see. It's also important to note that profit over P is our vertical intercept. Our slope for this equation is going to be dq over dl, which is w over p. This is going to be an upward sloping curve because q and l have a positive relationship. We're going to take q on the vertical axis and l on the horizontal axis. So now we're going to see and solve this isoprofit equation mathematically. We're taking this example where price is equals to $10, wage is equals to $50, and we will derive the isoprofit equation for profits at the level of $200 and $600. So we're going to use two different profits to see what isoprofit equation we end up with. So we're going to use the same equation that we derived above, which was Q is equals to profit over P plus WL over P. Where we will substitute profit with our given profit that was $200, and with price, which is 10, plus 50, which is our wage, over 10, which is our price, into L. And we end up with the equation for isoprofit, which is 20 plus 5L. Now we're going to do the same for the other profit level that we were given with, that is $600. So we're going to substitute the same things except for the profit, which is 600, in the equation that we did before. So it's going to be 600 over 10 plus 50 over 10 into L. And we're going to end up with the isoprofit, which is 60 plus 5L. Now we're going to draw a graph with Q on the vertical axis and L on the horizontal axis, as we've already talked about it before. Please excuse the shakiness, I was holding the phone in my hand. So for the first profit level, which was $20, we have the intercept, which is 20, and for the other level we have the intercept, which is 60. So now that we have the isoprofit without the fixed cost, we're going to find it for with fixed cost. So our equation is going to be the same, except that we're going to also add another cost, that is our fixed cost, which is going to be our capital cost, which is equals to R into K, which we're going to discuss further. So profit is equals to price into quantity minus fixed cost, that is R into K, and our variable cost, which is W into L. R is equals to the cost of owning capital and K is equals to capital employed. So now we're going to solve for Q like we did before. We're going to shift PQ on the left hand side, and it's going to be PQ is equals to profit plus RK, rent into capital, plus wage into labor. And we're going to isolate Q, which is going to be Q is equals to profit over P, RK over P plus WL over P. It's important to note that in this case, our vertical intercept is going to be profit over P plus RK over P. So now we're going to see this mathematically. We have our price is equals to $20 for a product a firm is selling. We have wage is equals to $40. Rent is equals to $10. Capital owned is equals to 80 units. And our profit is $400, for which we have to find our ISO profit level. Alright, so now we're going to solve this. We're going to substitute our equation that we found out above, the Q, in terms of Q. We're going to substitute profit with 400 and price with 200. We're going to substitute R with $10, K with $80, and again P with $20. We're going to substitute our W, wage, with 40, L we don't know, and 20 is again the price. We're going to do the math and we're going to end up with 60 plus 20L, which is our ISO profit equation for fixed cost, for with fixed cost. We're going to see this graphically as well. So Q again on the vertical axis and L again on the horizontal axis. 60 being our intercept is where our ISO profit line will start from, for profit is equals to $400. Thank you so much for watching.